In the winter of 1917, while Europe was drowning in the chaos of World War I, a quiet but decisive battle was unfolding in the shipyards of Brooklyn, New York. At the center of that effort stood a man few Americans remember today, Charles Michael Schwab, the steel magnate who was asked to solve one of the greatest industrial challenges in U.S. history. The United States had just entered the war, and German U-boats were sinking Allied ships faster than they could be replaced. Supplies, soldiers, and hope itself depended on one thing: ships. Without them, the war effort would collapse before it truly began. President Woodrow Wilson turned to Schwab and asked him to lead the newly formed Emergency Fleet Corporation. The mission was simple in words, but massive in scale. Build ships faster than the enemy could destroy them. At that time, American shipbuilding was slow, divided, and inefficient. Private companies guarded their methods. Workers were scarce, and production timelines stretched endlessly. Schwab believed the problem was not a lack of resources, but a lack of coordination and morale. Instead of managing from a distant office in Washington, he went directly to the docks. He walked among welders, riveters, and engineers. He listened. He studied the flow of materials. He watched how long it took to move steel plates from rail cars to hull frames. What he discovered was shocking: weeks were being wasted on paperwork, approval chains, and outdated construction methods. Schwab introduced radical changes. He standardized ship designs so parts could be mass-produced. He pushed for prefabrication, allowing sections of ships to be built separately and assembled like giant mechanical puzzles. He cut through government red tape and empowered managers on site to make rapid decisions. Most importantly, he inspired workers. He held public rallies in the shipyards, speaking not as a distant executive, but as a fellow laborer in a national mission. Newspapers began calling the shipyards the Steel Front. Production numbers began to rise dramatically. In less than 2 years, American shipyards launched more than 2,300 vessels. One of the most famous moments came in 1918 at the Hog Island Shipyard in Philadelphia, then the largest shipyard in the world. A cargo ship was completed in just 27 days, an astonishing achievement for its time. The speed of American shipbuilding overwhelmed German submarine strategy. Supplies flowed steadily to Europe. Troops crossed the Atlantic in increasing numbers. Historians later argued that industrial mobilization, more than battlefield tactics, tipped the balance of the war. Yet Schwab's success was not without controversy. Critics accused him of favoring big steel companies and moving too aggressively. Some politicians feared that the government had given too much power to private industry. But results were undeniable. By the war's end in November 1918, the United States had transformed itself into an industrial superpower capable of mobilizing at a scale never before seen. The systems Schwab implemented, standardization, mass production, and decentralized management, would later influence American manufacturing throughout the 20th century. These principles quietly shaped the assembly lines of Detroit, the aircraft factories of World War II, and eventually the modern logistics systems that power today's economy. After the war, Charles Schwab returned to private business, but his wartime leadership faded from public memory.